right, we are up in this thing. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Why is it blurry? Not you giving blurry. Come on, internet. Happy All American Universe premiere day. Hey, Erica. We're trying something a little bit new. So to type in the chat, you have to be a subscriber of the channel, honey. Because we is weeding people out and we is tightening up this season. Let me check and make sure everything is good. Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Lil D. Hey, Princess Kayla Boo. How are y'all? Shout out to y'all already hitting that like button. We just getting started. Hey, Deanna. How are you? Y'all can hear me okay? Everything good on your end? Shout out to y'all popping in. We are about to have a combo. Hi, Monet. Audio's fine? Okay, perfect. Perfect. I am doing pre-shows this year, or this season, not this year. It's the same year, child. We just finished season 3. Season 4. I was like anticipating today, but then now that today's here, I'm also like, it came kind of fast. I don't know if I'm ready. I actually didn't even get a chance to finish all of my Hey, Clarence, welcome in, boo. Yes, first live in a while. We are back for All American Universe season. I didn't get to finish all of my what to expect, but I'm actually not mad at that because I'm going to finish them this week. And I think with seeing the first episodes of everything, it'll also give me a better perspective for where the creatives behind the show might be taking these characters this season. So still look out for that. During this live, I'm going to play you guys the Layla one and the Spencer one. Those are done and they have been available for the members of the channel. So they have already watched it, but I'm going to do it on this live as an exclusive for y'all so that you can see. But then also in this live, we're going to talk about some of the things I'm anticipating for tonight. I wanted to do a video like with 5 things I wanted to see this season. Would y'all still want to see that even though the premiere is tonight and we're already going to be in the middle of the season? Let me know in the chat down below. Akeem, what's up? Angela, what's up? It's Alexis, what's up? Hey, Jamal, how are you? I can't believe we're in October either. It's like crazy. Today is such a crazy day for me too because we have premiere night. I'm actually gonna have to DVR All American because one of my friends is having a music video release party tonight. Shout out to Shaniqua. I'm going to have her posted on the site so y'all can check out her latest single. She's Angie on Harlem, but I'm going to be going to her music release party tonight. So I'm not even going to be able to watch All American live. I'm going to have to watch it later, and I'm going to be up late tonight once I get out of her party so I can do the reviews and try to have those up for y'all first thing tomorrow. But the way it's going to kind of go this season. Hey, Kofi, welcome in. Hey, red is not a flavor. Listen, this went real fast. I don't even know if I'm ready. Like, we had premiere day, cool, but I don't even know if I'm really ready for real. Well, I'm ready for Homecoming. I don't know if I'm ready for All American because if they just gonna continue to stress me out, I just deserve peace. There's too much happening in the world. Did I say hey to Lawrence? What's up? Kathleen, how are you, boo? Good evening. But the way it's gonna go this season, specifically for Homecoming for sure. All American is on probation when it comes to me. As for me and my house, these first 3 episodes are going to be pivotal because I can't do it. I can't. I can't do 20 to 22 more episodes of what the is happening here. But I'm gonna give them 3, right? And for this season, I'm going to do pre-shows around this time on Monday to talk about the previous week, some of the things that we're speculating, all of that kind of stuff. And then I also am going to do after shows the next day. So I won't be doing after shows after the actual episode. It just was really late. Like I had y'all up really late. And sometimes we be talking too much. And it'd be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast on a Tuesday. Y'all gotta get up, go to work and go to school. Like I'm supposed to be pushing out some videos. So we're going to do pre-shows the day of and after shows the next day. And this week and next week will be really like the really good test run for that to see how we like it, see how we like the time and all of that. So be sure to, if you're catching this as a replay, drop in a comment section down below if you like the pre-show idea, if you like the timing, or if you want to suggest another time. Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And then also while y'all are here in the chats, Thea says, I'm excited for Homecoming. I have to watch it on the app because I don't have the channel. Okay, so the thing that y'all should remember this season, and I don't know if this is just specifically for Homecoming, but I saw that they announced it for Homecoming. They are only keeping 5 episodes at a time on the app. And I don't know if it's for All American as well as for Homecoming, but Homecoming for sure, like, they are only keeping 5 episodes, so you won't be able to, like, binge it. So, like, staying up to date will be imperative for you. So if you're one of those people who like to like let episodes go by and you want to wait, the episodes are going to get locked until the end of the season, and they're only doing 5 episodes at a time. So once we get to episode 6, episode 5 won't be available anymore on the app. So just keep that in mind so that y'all will know and you won't be caught off guard by that. Yeah, the East Coasters, we was up until 1 a.m. knowing we got work at 7. Y'all, we was hanging in there tough because we had to break it down. Like, we were going through some things and we had to talk. Like, we had to come together. Jamal, I'm doing good. Today is cool. Like, I spent today, the beginning of today, very low-key, knowing I had to come in and do this live, knowing All American. I also have something else that I have a Zoom I have to get on after this. And then, like I mentioned, the music release party that I have to go to. So, I'm doing pretty good. High energy. I slept in a little bit. Took my dog out. Is it coming on tonight? Yes, Donna, All American, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All American Homecoming, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New episodes premiere tonight. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Any other? The combos were worth staying up. Well, I'm glad. Hi, Destiny. How are you? I'm glad y'all felt that way. Mercedes says, all I know is Olivia better not work my nerves tonight. It's between Olivia and her damn super stands. I'm out of patience this season. I'm already out of patience, and we're only on premiere day. You saw me talking about the Till movie. Am I going to do a review on it? Yes, I am going to do a review on it because I do want everybody to go and see it. It was a lot, but I will do a review on that for sure sometime this week. Okay. Yes. Y'all are excited. Okay, cool. So this pre-show is really going to talk about what we are anticipating. What are some of the things that y'all are looking forward to most? Who are you looking forward to seeing? Like, what is up with them now? Like, who is your favorite character? What story do you care about the most? If y'all have been watching my videos, you know which one I care about the least. But we're going to talk about that. And I also am going to show you guys my what to expect for Spencer video and my what to expect for Layla video. JCXMPJ says, I hope Layla and Jordan get together. It's a no for me. It's a no. But shout out to some of y'all who was in my DMs who noticed the pictures of Geffri and Daniel together behind the scenes, and y'all sending me stuff like, well, listen, they don't look too bad together. If we going down the Jordan and Layla route, then I might be starting to petition for some real ones to get together. We gonna cross the line and make this another Vortex issue. Then let's put together some people who deserve nothing but the best. Okay? Not that Layla doesn't, because I love Layla. I just think that Layla and Jordan is such a horrible match. Them super stands low key people your channel to post long paragraphs of nothing that makes sense. Literally. And now it's crazy because a lot of them are on Twitter and Tumblr. But I'm excited about Twitter Spaces, so I am going to be doing more conversations on Twitter Spaces, and that means that they're going to, like, there was one that popped in the other day when I was talking about Spencer as compared to Zach, which I got to figure out how I want to do that conversation, y'all, because I think that that is the next thing for like this commentary wave, and I've been trying to figure out like how to be a little bit more interesting and like have captivating conversations. And we did a very small Twitter space the other day where I was talking about how Zach from Sisters could benefit, or Zach from Sisters and Zatima could benefit from some of the characteristics that Spencer has, and Spencer could benefit from some of the characteristics that Zach has, and just really kind of exploring these male leads in these two drama shows. And I saw some of them popping on there. So like they are here, they are lurking. That's part of the reason why only the chat, I didn't even know this was a feature. Like nobody told me this. But the chat now, you can only post a comment in the chat if you are a subscriber of the channel. So make sure you hit subscribe and you share with somebody else who love All American, because we're trying to grow these numbers. We've already come a very long way. Like y'all, we're at 18,000 like 700 some odd people subscribed to the channel. And like this time last year, I think I had like 2,300. It's crazy how huge this community has grown, the amazing conversations that we've had, the amount of content I've created. Like I'm just really, really blown away by all of us, truly. Right now, trying to see what's going to happen between Simone and Thea. That's the thing that's going to make my, like, I'm big stressed about that because I really enjoy Thea as a character. Like, I didn't like her at first. I was like, oh, okay, she's giving little light-skinned mean girl steez for no reason. But sis got a story, and y'all know, if there's a why for why some crazy stuff going on, if there's a why for, like, why you moving a little shifty, and you got a little bit of a story, a little something don't with you, I'm like, okay, I can understand that. I think that's why I struggle so hard with Olivia right now, because there's no why for what she's really doing. Not a strong enough one, that is. Boo, Layla enjoying tomatoes. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Exactly. I hope Dylan has a bigger storyline since he's now in high school. I don't know, because he was also filming the Till movie. So we don't know how much he's done with All American this season. He had the show on Disney Plus, and then he also had the Disney movie. So he's been booked. The actor who plays him, Jalen, has been booked. And shout out to Karima. I ran into her at the Till premiere that I went to. What was that, Saturday night? It's so sweet. Like, we're going to get coffee and chat soon. Clay and Layla are going to have a showdown. An unnecessary showdown. Like, for why? For why, Layla? I can't. I think it's the most anticipated thing this season. What? What are you waiting on, Jay? Tucker? What's the most anticipated thing? I think I missed something. I've been hoping. Red is not a flavor says, I've been hoping Layla and Spencer get back together since they broke up. Listen, I think that shit might have passed. I wouldn't have been mad at it before, but now it's so much that has happened. I'm just like, they never even let them really have a real conversation. They just had this little whack ass passive ass, oh, I'm glad that we're back to being friends, even though they hadn't done anything but just like be around each other and barely talk to each other. And that was what got them to be back cool. And she's putting together his King Crenshaw release. I'm like, okay. Olivia and Layla have not had a like real conversation. So I don't know. I feel like that ship has sailed. Waiting to see Jordala the most. I just gotta be honest. Okay, so you're waiting to see Jordala the most, Angela. Okay, so you want to see them kiss on each other? Like, what exactly is like really exciting about them two? I would really like to know. I'm like not being facetious at all. I'm really asking. Hopefully Spencer finds his backbone when it comes to Olivia. Marsha, I'm praying, child. I'm praying. Trying to see how Asher gonna do. Looking forward to him and Jamie. I like Jamie. I think her health issues will be a factor this season, and will Asher deal with it as well as his coaching. I think Jamie's a nice girl. I think her little story arc with the whole calling out the vortex thing was really really cool. And it gave her something, you know, cool to speak to. But I'm not necessarily excited about Asher and Jamie. I feel like Asher always has a girlfriend. Like he always has somebody there. It's just gonna be like any other for me. Like another girl supporting him. Unless we're about to watch him like bend over hand over foot for her, I'm not necessarily excited. Asher is never without a girlfriend. I hope they don't throw all of Layla's character development out the window with the way that she behaves this season. I hope not as well, child. We done hung in there. She has been the strongest story that has been told. I think besides, I'm going to credit Simone's over to Homecoming because we got so much more once she got over to Homecoming. But it's like Layla, Asher, and Simone to me have the strongest stories. And Layla is 100% leading the pack. And I really hope that they don't work against what they have laid out for her already. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. My bad, y'all. Kids getting out of school making all this damn noise. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. I'm hoping that they don't really jack up her story and her full on character development either. Um Jamal says started watching you back in January 2021, Erica. Yes. Shout out to the real ones. You've been hanging in there with me. That's when like things really started to take off. I think that's when I posted my very first All American video, and out of nowhere, it blew up. Because I think at the time I was the only person breaking it down the way that I do. Thea says, "I don't want Layla. I don't want Layla back with Spencer. I want her with someone else. She deserves better, in my opinion. After all that went down." Okay, so like let's talk about this because I don't want them back together either. But I wouldn't say that Spencer isn't good enough for her or isn't on her level. He's definitely more so on her level than Jordan. The biggest issue with Spencer and Layla potentially getting back together is the fact that he did her really, really dirty. Like, had that never had happened, like, had he not gotten back in that relationship with her, then they probably could. But yeah, no. Do I think Olivia and Spencer have a future? Because they had that big argument. It looked like they're going to take a break. I hope that they take a break. I'm done with their relationship, honestly. I'm over it. It wasn't given what it was supposed to give, and I'm good. And it continues to like drag Spencer and us through the ringer, and I'm over it. Can we please bring Coop rapping back? That's when she wasn't on my nerves. Yes, can we please bring Coop's rapping back? And Erica, we've been asking for that darn combo all season. Yes, we have been. We're not getting it. I realized the moment that Spencer walked into that King Crenshaw set up at the Crenshaw Cafe, and Layla was like at the like DJ booth and setting things up, and she had helped coordinate that, I guess, with DeVito or whatever. And She had them damn letters in her pocket because she gave Clay the letter after she talked to Spencer or whatever. And she's just like, and Spencer's like, oh, we're just so glad to have her back. Like, it looks like you've come back to life or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I'm glad to be back and I'm glad that we're friends again. I was like, oh, this is it. This is all that they're gonna give us. So you better take it. And I'm like, all right, I guess. Kathleen says, I think that they will always be friends. Who will always be friends? Kaniva, hi, how are you? I'm waiting on the confrontation between Jordan, Simone, and Layla. I don't even want, like, Simone need all her energy for Thea. Like, let little peasy head Jordan do whatever the hell he's gonna do. Let backstabbing it. I don't want to call her backstabbing because I really do love Layla, but I really don't like this choice that they made for her because she was so hurt. Not once. Well, she wasn't even really hurt with the whole Asher thing. I think that was just out of principle with Olivia sleeping with Asher. But then to turn around and have the Spencer thing happen, like, I would have never guessed in a million years that Layla as a person would do basically what had been done to her because she was so deeply hurt by it. So I don't even want Simone to get that energy, honestly. Like, if we do see a confrontation, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. That's the type of stuff that happens. But I'm also like, girl, let that man go and let her have him. Is there going to be a season 6 or is this it? We don't know yet. I think we're going to find out pretty early on. It depends on how it does, like how the ratings are, you know? With Jordan and Layla, for me, it's them building each other. How do you think that they're going to build each other, the Jay Tucker? What do you think will happen at the Christmas party? I think somebody is going to get overly inebriated. I think Olivia is going to be avoiding Spencer. And trying to work on this dumbass article. I think Jordan and Simone are going to have a closure conversation. But whatever, because once he kissed Layla, everything was closed for me. I don't know if Simone and Layla are going to actually have a conversation, which is going to be interesting to see. I'm not waiting to see them kiss each other. We've seen that already. I just like their friendship and how I always knew it would grow into something more. Angela, okay, I like that comment. What I want to bring to people's attention is, like, we also felt the same thing for, like, for Spencer and Olivia, right? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm realizing, or I have realized very early on of, like, when I got on board and like, okay, cool, Olivia is happening now, even though I felt like it was too soon. She was just fresh out of that relapse and, like, all of these things was happening. She had made a bunch of decisions that she shouldn't have made. And then he spent the whole extended period of time pining after this girl, then having to out her to her parent, like all of this stuff. Like, they really just needed space and time to breathe. But okay, cool. They put them together by the end of season 3. And then all of season 4, we go through what we go through with them. It became very, very clear that some people are better as friends. And that's what Spencer and Olivia give me. They do not work as a couple. And personally, I feel like Layla and Jordan, even if they are going to have a good time together and they complement each other in their lives right now, I don't say a lot of people give me endgame because honestly, a lot of the Olivia stands ruined the word endgame for me. But they also don't give me endgame. They don't give me, like, this is it. So I'm also not pressed about, like, okay, they go be cool. And for me, it's like, y'all could literally just stay friends, be best friends, and explore what that looks like. You do not have to be bumping uglies and kissing on each other. Like, y'all could literally be platonic friends and be the most meaningful people in each other's lives. Leah, hey, finally caught alive. Yes, you up in here. Hi, John. How are you? Jay Tucker said something about Layla and Jordan just hits home for you. Okay. You're just waiting to see all their beautiful faces again, Kaniva. I miss my babies. I love that. Both casts are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Layla just with everyone now. It gets ridiculous. Erica says she can never support that because of how Spencer did her. That's fair. You sound like Naya, but that's fair. You need to know, how do I think Spencer should address Liv's antics? Honestly, I think he needs to break up with her. That's it. Kofi says, I'm looking forward to Jordan and Damon confrontation and Lando be a recurring character. The actor been posting with the cast a lot lately. I think he's still a guest star officially. I don't think he's recurring. Why are you looking forward to this Damon and Jordan confrontation? Jordan has no ground to stand on for putting his hands on that man. And if I was at Brinkston, I would help Damon beat his ass, okay? Like, let's stomp Jordan out real quick, because absolutely not. I really hope All American redeem themselves this season, because I'm starting to fall out of love for the show that I once was obsessed with. Cynthia, oh yeah, I feel that. Micah asks, how you doing, boo? Do you think Clay, Layla, and Jordan will become a love triangle? No. I think Clay has started his villain origin story. So no. Once he threw that letter in the trash, he didn't want any more of Layla's cookies. But, you know, he's going to make her hurt because he hurt. Just you can tell it's not just a physical thing for her. She cares deeply and wants to be there in every way. Most importantly, he's willing to be patient. Angela, we're going to see how patient Jordan is willing to be. Erica says, how's that backstabbing? She's not even with him, and she's the one who told Jordan to back up. Okay, so are we gonna get into this, y'all? Okay, so let me do the what to expect from Layla first, and then I'm gonna come back to why I feel like maybe it's not like direct backstabbing, but regardless, I do think that Layla is in the wrong. She has a part in the wrong. Like, it's not just Jordan. Like, Jordan is the aggressor of it, but she still, like, she would not have wanted it handled the way that it was handled. And that's just is what it is. And I love Layla. I really do. Like I've said over and over again, I think that she has one of the strongest story arcs in the entire series. However, she kissed that man. She allowed that man to kiss her. And yes, she had him back up. But no. Absolutely not. And we could talk about it more, but I'm gonna show you guys the I'm gonna show you the what to expect, and then we could talk a little bit about if Layla is actually in the wrong. How does that sound? Y'all with that? Not me not being prepared, y'all, and didn't have it ready queued up. 1 second, y'all. It's about that time. Not this not being all. Hold on. Properties. It's about that time. 1 second, y'all. Not me having technical difficulties. It's about. Why is it? Okay, there we go. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. It's about that time. Season 5 of All American is right around the corner, and as you expected, I'm here to give you what to expect with each character. In this video, we are deep diving into the character of Layla Keaton and what you can expect from Mama in Season 5 based on all of her character journey thus far and what we have seen in the trailers. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All-American video. This one though has a slight twist because in addition to creating this video and content on ericavane.com, which you can access completely for free, we also are premiering Erica Vane TV guides, which are digital books, column magazines, if you will, that will provide you with even more insight, conversation, context, and content on each of the characters in the series that you love, as well as their overall stories. Each solo character's EVTV guide will be linked in the video descriptions down below and on ericavane.com if you're interested. Members of the elite level will receive the full guide with all the characters for the entire season 5 that will be broken down and given to you completely for free. Thank you so much for your membership. But don't worry, other members at other levels who might not be at the top level, you will receive credits to redeem for whichever favorite character guide you actually want to check out for free $99. And for everyone else, if you would like to access this new premium content, you can check the link in the description box down below for each of the characters and the overall guides, which start at $2.99. If you want to consider joining the membership and getting free access to EVTV guides, go ahead and click the join button down below, which should be next to the subscribe button, for more info and to sign up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what we can expect from Little Miss Layla in season 5. In this video, I am breaking the what to expect down into categories, y'all. We are coming with clear and concise points that are put into buckets of conversation. And these buckets are love, work or school, self-esteem/confidence, look/visual, and drama. So let's start it off with love with Little Miss Layla. At the end of season 4, we saw Jordan make his move on Layla, and she welcomed the affection but not the immediate leap into a relationship. After she settles her unresolved resentment and feelings of detachment spurred by Cory and her failed attempt to unalive them both, Layla is freed in season 4 to give herself fully to love and connection platonically and romantically. Romantically, this looks like Layla finally realizing what was missing with Clay that didn't allow her to jump all in. It was a special spark that she was holding with Jordan. The only problem is Jordan is recently broken up with and annulled from Simone, the same woman Layla happens to have been the maid of honor in a wedding that never happened, Jordan so poignantly coins. While it seemed like throughout season 3, Layla and Simone had a genuine friendship, the decision to move forward and allow yourself to fall for Jordan is kind of pointing to the opposite, which means Layla will be open to pursuing romantic love with Jordan in season 5. Now, how long it takes for Layla and Jordan to get together romantically is really up for debate. However, it does feel like Jayla is coming. Never mind that Jordan is seen in the All-American Homecoming trailer punching out Damon Sims. He very surely kissed Layla deeply and professed his love in season 4, which is an act/action that is not going to be quickly dismissed. Having spent the entire season healing, I would say that Layla deserves and is ready for love. However, I'm still not convinced that the love should come from Jordan Baker. Platonically, I think season 5 is where we see Layla meld a little bit deeper into her friend group as she makes her way back. We saw in season 3 a huge distancing was created, huge part due to Olivia and Spencer, and she struggled to be able to trust. But now with Layla's arc bringing her to a place where she's able to trust and give herself over to people that she cares about and loves deeply, this will also allow her to draw closer to her friend group platonically. It's unclear how the announcement of Jordan and Layla pursuing each other romantically will affect the vortex. However, I doubt it will cost her any of her mutual friendships, aside from Simone. I look forward to, in season 5, Layla finding her way back into Spencer's friend circle or close friend group, and we will see these two interact on the friendship level where they're able to offer up great advice and support because they have always been great at that regardless of their romantic relationships and the bumps in the road in the past. There could be some issues with Olivia in season 5, however, I don't think that we're going to see the two's relationship strained as much as we have seen them in the past strain the relationship. The most I'm anticipating is if Layla chooses to be open and honest about her feelings and thoughts on Olivia with the article, and Olivia might pull away or start to be defensive as we see her do with Coop in the trailer. So she could give Layla that same energy. But if I'm honest, I doubt that Layla will actually make those steps to be honest with Olivia because these two have been stepping on eggshells around each other to try to keep their relationship in a solid place, and I don't anticipate that stopping in season 5. Now for work and school. Layla was hit with annoying but not utterly surprising news that JP would be stepping away from the day-to-day at JP Keaton Music, and in his place, he's leaving Clay, also known as Layla's newest nemesis, powered by Layla not wanting to be with him. sending the character into a villain spiral that will prime him to be the main antagonist for Layla in season 5. We will continue to see Layla fight to build for Monica Records, especially now that she cannot merge with JP Keaton Music and completely just take over. I think that she's going to be even more empowered to now make it on her own, being passed over by her father in this way and having this rival energy with Clay. Now, the problem is she has very little acts to be able to bank this growth and expansion on, Patience being the main one now. So maybe, quite possibly, we could see Coop re-enter the story or re-enter for Monica Records as a music artist if she comes back to music, or if Layla can convince her to come back to music. However, that is like a Hail Mary hope, because Coop's interest in law is definitely something that will distract her from returning back to music, especially now that that is putting her in a great positive place and has seemingly gotten her out of the self-sabotaging, self-destructive, depressive place that we have seen her in throughout multiple seasons. Specifically, when it comes to work, I think we're going to see a little bit of drama by way of Clay, a little bit of struggles by way of building this independent label. However, I don't think that it will be anything too tumultuous that's going to stress or strain Layla too much. Also, y'all, feel free to drop down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on each of these categories, my predictions, and what your predictions are. Talking about self-esteem and confidence, Layla is in the prime of her self-esteem and confidence era now that she is healed from the failed relationship with Spencer, her strenuous relationship with BFF Olivia, and attempted unalivement with Cory. With those events happening so shortly after she exited rehabilitation for her depressive episodes and self-harm in season 2, and her roller coaster journey towards healing, growth, and forgiveness in both seasons 3 and 4, we now can see a new Layla emerging, full of confidence, full of pride, ready to demand what she needs from those around her, and completely understanding that she's worthy of the love that she deserves. And I'm excited to see it. I think that this season we will see the most confident Layla that we've ever seen. And even if you go back to season 1, we saw what was a facade of confidence, what was a mask of the popular smart girl who was doing all of these things just so that she would be valuable. Her value was very much so tied to how she looked and how she performed. The Layla that has gone through the trials of the last 4 seasons, though, has been stripped away with all of the trivial things and gotten to the core of who she is, knows who she is, and from there she can stand and find value in herself in a truly confident place. And we love to see it. With the look and visuals, as each character is taking new steps into adulthood, we are finding them settling into their personalities, styles, and voices. But this may be the best season yet for Layla and her style. As expected, we will see her take more risks with more confidence. We expect for her to bounce back and forth between mature businesswoman style and sexy young seductress as she's on the precipice of a new relationship. I'm also anticipating seeing Layla with more curly hairstyles, as we've seen her be mostly the straight hair, light skinned girl so far in the series. And in a way, this switch up and trying new things by way of curly hair will also exemplify her walking with more confidence and being a bit more adventurous. Now let's talk about the drama. While I hope for Layla to experience a season of no drama, she is the main character of the show and has up until this point been the most consistent character when it comes to compelling dramatic character arcs and character development. This season will not slow down with this trend for her, whether it's the drama that stems from her romantic involvement or pending romantic involvement with Jordan Baker and what it means for their friend group or her friendship with Simone. On top of the drama that stems from the journey to this Jayla era, whether they actually work out as a couple will also be a source of drama as they navigate these messy waters. She also has the workplace drama brewing, with the vindictive Clay positioned nicely at JP Keaton Records to make Layla's collaborations and business advancements based on her proximity to the giant label a not so easy walk in the park. As Olivia and Spencer continue to struggle in their relationship stemming from the drama of her Coach Garrett article, Layla could find herself in a mini drama with Liv as she doesn't know how to show up for her while also being mindful of her history and pain the relationship with Spencer caused. Or some still present love that she holds for Spencer. At this point, we haven't seen Olivia and Layla be 100% honest with each other regarding their shortcomings since like season 2, honestly. Or actually 3, since they fought then. And it's safe to assume Layla doesn't want to tell Olivia how selfish she is with the article drama in the hopes of not creating blowback on her and straining their friendship. There may also be a little bit of drama with JP, as Layla could resent him for choosing Clay to be his successor. This resentment, while understandable, isn't valid in my eyes because, as JP mentioned, Layla made a point of separating herself and made clear intentions on building her own thing. How would he know that she changed her mind if she never told him? The drama era between Coop and Layla has come to a close, so I'm not predicting any drama there, but it could be something with the natty energy we saw Layla have towards Patience in season 4. We may see Patience go through a phase where she's less inspired to make music, coasting on her slight success as of yet, and Layla needs her to want to be the superstar that she is with a drive to match. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on what we can expect from Miss Layla Keaton in season 5 of All American. Now it's your turn. Drop down in the comment section and let me know what you're expecting from Layla in any of the categories or just any predictions. Did I miss something? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my All American videos. Also, we do have EVTV guides now to accompany your watching pleasure and give you even more context, even more content. Click the link in the description box if you would like to download your copy today. It's your good sis, you let her talk TV with, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye. Y'all are going in this comment section. I mean, in the chat. I love it. So that is what I have worked on for Layla, of course, prior to episode number 1, which we'll see tonight. Like I said, I did Spencer and I did Layla already. I had worked on everybody else as well, but I'm going to be adding to them based on whatever we see tonight. So be on the lookout for that. Shout out to the members who have already gotten to see that. Consider joining the membership and supporting the channel in that way to get exclusive access to content before everybody else. Okay. But I want to go back to Erica's initial question. So you asked me, how is that backstabbing, right? And I really do feel like there is, I want to be very careful about how I say this. I feel like there's an element of backstabbing to it just because Layla has already gone through something very similar in reference to a friend. Now, Liv and Layla were much closer than Simone and Layla, but she's already experienced multiple times someone sleeping with her ex or having feelings and like hiding. They weren't in a relationship, but it was basically like this unrequited love that Spencer had that she knew, like her friend allowed her to get into this relationship with this boy, knowing that he had professed this love for her and basically knowing that she was like second runner up. And this stuff deeply affected her. It deeply affected her so much that it's the thing that allowed her to open her arms and let Carrie back in the way that she did, because she felt so jilted, so hurt, and so alone. So for her to have experienced what she experienced and know what this feels like, and then to know, like, I would imagine, because again, I really relate to Layla's character. I love her character journey. I would imagine that she had in her mind what she felt like could have been done for that situation to be handled better. And all Liv had to do with that second go around of like, when they got back together, pull her friend aside and be like, hey, I want you to know that this happened in Vegas. I haven't really dealt with it. I've kind of been avoiding Spencer. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt Asher. However, this is what it is. That would have changed everything. That would have kept them in the straight and narrow when it came to their friendship. That would have shown her love and support of Layla as a friend. And that would have washed her, like that would have had her hands be clean of it, right? So for Layla to like know that and probably have imagined that and to feel what she was feeling develop and see what she was seeing happen with her and Jordan, and not saying anything off the strength of she had been in Simone's shoes before, that's the part that I want to hold her accountable for, because she could have easily reached out to Simone at any point and said something. Said, hey, I didn't anticipate actually developing feelings for Jordan. He really showed up for me, and I don't want to look like I wasn't being your friend, or I was just your friend to get close to Jordan, or any of those things. I don't want any of that to be the narrative, because that's not what it is. It literally developed out of nowhere, and I feel so comfortable with him. I feel whatever the hell it is. Like, they were close enough for her to make her maid of honor, and for Layla to not even pick up the phone, not even send a text message, not say nothing, like even a simple I'm sorry, like out of like not knowing what to say, but just wanting to say something because she'd been there before. I just feel like it something needed to be done, especially given the fact that she had been in that person's shoes twice, and it doesn't feel real for me, given the fact that we have a Layla who has gone through such traumatic events, put in such really deep, vulnerable, emotional places, and then gone through to therapy to work through those things, right? So she might not have all of the language, but she has something. And for her to actually do nothing and just sit on her hands and like be going back and forth with Jordan over here, the Halloween episode and he giving her all types of flack and issues, and like her completely ignoring the fact that she actually does have a relationship with Simone. And a lot of people want to downplay their friendship, but at the end of the day, when Spencer and Olivia was trying to figure it out, and Spencer's out in Olivia for drinking and doing all that stuff was happening after the whole cabin thing, and Layla figured out what was going on, and she had beef with them both. Layla was damn near excommunicated from the friend group. The only person who she was talking to was Simone for a minute. Simone is the one that was like, go talk to Liv, and she helped Olivia release that goddamn body cam footage on her podcast, or like that announcement apology for her on the podcast. Like, Simone was the one that was like helping her find her way back to her relationship with Olivia, and like find her way back into the relationship with the friend group. So what I'm not going to do is play like Simone never even mattered to her. And I don't like that they wrote it like Simone never even mattered to her, the same way that they have Jordan behaving as if this relationship is not the most important relationship that he has ever had in his life. So that is, for me, why I feel like there's a little bit of like backstabby energy, because Layla is too mature to not deal with. Like, she's gone through way too much to build her confidence, her self-esteem, and to find her voice. Like, one of the themes for Layla was like finding her voice and saying what needed to be said, and saying what she needed, what she wanted, and being direct with people. That's something that they actively worked on. And in season 4, it was a thing that she got to, of like being able to say whatever it is that she wanted to say. And for her to be put in this situation, and this is the road that they were going to go down, then to reaffirm what they had already laid out for her as a character, and not just to service the drama, quota. They should have also said, you know what, she's going to take this lesson that she's learned about using her voice and not running from things, and actually just address it. Even if you can't fix it, even if you can't make it better, addressing it would have done a world of good in my book, and would have taken less, taken a little bit off. And I would have been really like on Jordan for real, if that makes sense. Okay, let me go see what y'all talking about. I had to get that out before I read all of y'all's comments. But I hope that makes sense. And that's the like small portion that I'm really holding Layla accountable for. She's just bigger than this. Like, that is something that Olivia would do. That's not something that Layla would do. Rainy Day Studio says, I like it more if Simone and Jordan's breakup was handled better, to be honest. Yeah, their breakup was handled horribly. Okay, y'all saying y'all want to see Spencer and Liv. That is the consensus. Child, I'm good on it. Simone never truly loved Jordan. Their relationship was unfair to begin with, built off of a lie, put that boy through all that. Okay, Destiny. I think some of y'all are very interesting. Like, the people who have that perspective, like, I have created videos and like wrote things that like I feel like articulated beautifully a different perspective. And if you just will never forgive Simone, then you would just never forgive Simone. I think whether it was right or not to lie to him, when the way that Simone came into his life and then what happened after did a world of good for both of them. Simone was running around, sleeping with dudes, not using protection, really looking for love in all the wrong places. And Jordan was doing something similar in his narcissist bag. And I will stand on the fact that I believe that the best that we have ever seen Jordan be is when he's in that relationship with Simone. When he decided to be in with her and let himself fall in love with her, we really get to see the human Jordan, the vulnerable Jordan, the selfless Jordan, the more mature Jordan. So while people were running around talking about something, it was started off of a lie and it was never going, like, whatever. Sometimes some bad shit has to happen for you to be put onto a certain path, for you to learn some things that you would have never learned if you were never exposed to it. And I have done that. Like, I have experienced some things that I necessarily wouldn't have like outright chose, but them things taught me some of the things that I needed to learn to be the woman that I am today. So I'm not holding that over nobody. Once Jordan forgave her, that's it. That's it. That's all. And after that lie, Simone like worked, bent over backwards to show up for Jordan in every way that she possibly could to make up for that lie and to be a better woman. So in my opinion, that lie was the best thing that happened to the both of them. And I don't give a damn. Truthfully. Like if it actually took time for Jordan to get over Simone. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier to take Layla and Jordan if they would have done it way later. Like they needed time. There was no time. Y'all's poll is y'all most interested in seeing Spencer and Liv, then Thea and Simone and Damon, then Simone and Jordan talking, then Jordala. Wasn't Simone telling Liv to get with Spencer knowing that Layla was hurting? I don't think their friendship was that strong. Layla and Jordan are not official. Yes, Layla and Jordan are not official. Okay, so because she told Liv to go for who she loves, she's not actually Layla's friend. Like, when we get online, things get really kind of trippy for me because online it feels like y'all feel like people love you the best if they lie to you. They love you the best if they yes man or yes woman you, and they don't come with what's real. Like and that's just not how I live. So I don't identify with that. I think that you can definitely be Layla's friend, realize that was wrong what happened to her, but understand that Spencer wants Liv and Liv wants Spencer, and show up for your sister-in-law in that way. Like, she wasn't also over there saying, Layla, go get your man back, girl. She was like, I understand why you were hurt, and that was dead ass. Like, so two things can be true. Like, I don't understand that, honestly, Erica. I hear you, but I don't understand her not being Layla's friend because she was honest about what she saw with Liv and Spencer. Everybody, everybody could see it. Leah Sutter says Simone came clean and apologized. We gotta let it go. Came clean, apologized, and took her ass to a motel that she could not afford, all out of the shame and like wanting to do right by this boy because she saw like, wow, like he really is like trying to move mountains for me and stand up beside, like some of the best character work that happened right behind Layla. So I'm damn glad that the lie happened, and I would have it happen again, and I would have it happen again, and I would have it happen again. I don't give a damn what they talking about. Oh, it started off of a lie. Well, some of y'all might need to start off of a lie because y'all are in raggedy ass relationships and it started off beautifully. You know what? And actually, some of y'all are in relationships and y'all started off a lie too because the man that's courting you is lying about how much he make, lying about where he stayed, lying about being an actually good dude, lying about being faithful. But I'm going to go ahead and mind my business and keep reading these comments. Kofi says, I agree. You made some compelling points. So here my question. Who should Simone be more mad at, Jordan or Layla? Jordan 500%, because she was in a relationship with Jordan. But I could understand her having issue with Layla and never really being in a friendly place with Layla again. Like if these writers try to give me a Spencer and Asher when it comes to Layla and Simone, I don't want it. I do not want it because it's not real. Liv and Layla is a little bit different because they were best friends, and Olivia was drinking and on drugs and stuff. So, okay, cool. There's a little bit more nuance to that. Both of you hoes were sober. And I don't mean hoes derogatorily, y'all, but I just use that in real life when I'm talking about girls. Both of you, like, y'all were sober friends of sound mind and body. We cannot be friends anymore. You literally are taking my spot. We are not friends. Let's not try to make fetch happen. Well, that's weird to say they aren't friends because Simone was there for her when everything went down with Spencer and Olivia. I personally think so, but I'm also different. Like, I guess I live very different. That's also why people have a problem with me when I break down certain things. And I talk about that. Rainy Day says, Simone was at least open and honest with Jordan for the most part. She acknowledged her feelings for Damon. Jordan, however, didn't for real and denied his feelings for Layla, knowing damn well he liked her. Knowing damn well he was making a big ass fuss about a raggedy ass polo shirt to go see J.P. Keaton. J.P. Keaton that you have seen countless times before. J.P. Keaton that you know is shady, slippery, slimy, and is just now getting his shit together. J.P. Keaton, the one who tried to take advantage of patience in her contract and was also sleeping with his artist. Like, y'all wanted me to believe that Jordan didn't know nothing was up, didn't feel a damn thing when he's running around trying to look good for J.P. Keaton? Child. Absolutely the hell not. And lied in the girl's face. I don't get the Simone hate either. At this point, I have learned, I think, to agree to disagree with people, and y'all have y'all feelings. I think a big thing, especially online, is like, we're all coming to this stuff, right, with our own lived experiences. And I have lived through a few things that y'all might not have. So I have a little bit of a different perspective. Some people are like, girl code down and guy code down, and absolutely the hell not. And, you know, that's just based off of what you have experienced, what you have seen, what you know to be true. And it's not really right, wrong, or whatever. It just is your perspective. Y'all just won't convince me, which is why I say argue with y'all's mamas, you know? Best case scenario, Layla comes to her senses and calls it off with Jordan because I'm already tired of them. Hillary, not you already tired of them, child. I'd rather see an enemy to lover storyline with Clay and Layla at this point. Hello? And at this point, that was supposed to be Christian. Quiet as kept. Shout out to Mike Morrow. How you doing? Ran into him a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about it too. There's a little story behind Christian, y'all. There's still time. They aren't official yet. They have only expressed feelings. They've only expressed feelings and shoved their tongues down each other's throats with the song of lean into love, something lean. Oh, just that scene. It was absolutely beautiful. Shot amazingly well, but like, I can't. So yeah, they express feelings, but then also all of that. They could have kept the setup and everything. Like, no. Wait, what didn't you say, Erica? Sorry, clarify for me. You didn't say that they were not friends? Okay, so what was that? What were you saying? Because maybe I just read it wrong. I said the friendship was not that strong. Well, what does not that strong mean? I think I need clarity around that. I don't know what that means. I don't know about y'all, but when I hear, when somebody says, that friendship wasn't that strong, it kind of makes me feel like they're alluding to that was a fake friendship, or they weren't really friends at all. She's a lot more mature than Jordan, which is why Jordan doesn't deserve her. You ain't said nothing but a word. Shari says, hey, Shari, welcome in. The Simone hate comes from the fact that she's standing the way of a force. She's standing in the way of a force ship. Child, the same thing happened for Layla. It's like, it's so interesting to me to see so many people used to hate Layla. Like, just pick the girl apart for no reason. Greta is a very beautiful girl, and like the stuff that I would see posted about her made absolutely no sense, but it was all fabricated because they just wanted Olivia to happen and Layla was in the way. So yeah, I agree. Simone is actually catching a hell of a lot of a hate just because people want these ships to happen. And I'm also just like, cool, y'all want these ships to happen, but then what happens after that? Because half of these people that's getting together aren't giving us shit in the relationship. Like Simone and Jordan actually gave us a real relationship, actually gave us like growing pains and like use your words and like we in it together and we gonna figure it out, like all of that, like actual healthy growth and dialogue and contention and resolution and all of that. The rest of them are not giving that. Olivia is giving tension. Olivia's going to do whatever the hell she wants to do, and Spencer's going to apologize all the time. So like, I understand the like wanting the relationship goals or the ships or whatever, but then also they haven't been giving us really solid ships. So why are we only gravitating towards storylines of like, put these people together? Like, no, I want to see a damn character journey. I want to see an evolution. I want to see Black women walking into confidence in their voice and like making something of themselves that they can be proud of. Like, I don't want the most interesting thing for these women to have going on is who they're partnered with. It's giving whack. But that might be a conversation we ain't ready for. Let's normalize platonic relationships. Y'all know I have been saying that since last season. Homecoming was what really did it for me in reference to getting on this platonic love brigade, and it needs to happen, okay? It needs to happen. Meaning that they was not friends constantly checking in on each other. But were they friends, Erica? Because now we're getting down to semantics. Were they friends or were they not friends? Because when you come into a relationship with somebody, a friendship with somebody, and you agree to be friends, then there is a certain level of expectation there. So were they friends or were they not friends? If you feel like they were friends, then there's a conversation that should be had if you're trying to be a straight up woman with your friend. If you don't feel like they were friends, then okay, I understand how you say that. You would say, if you're saying this, that she don't owe Simone nothing. But if she was her friend, if you do consider Simone and Layla friends, she did owe her something. It's just that simple for me. The Layla hate was crazy. And now all of a sudden, yes, Jordala, Layla, yes, girl, we love you. Oh, I've seen like people who I remember commenting terrible things about her in my videos, now praising Layla up and down, and it's only because there's another man in the picture. It's disgusting, and it's so hypocritical. Until who's seen Damon? Did I miss something? There's nothing forced about Jordala. It's been building since season 2. Y'all feel like it's been building because the boy like escorted her to the table at a quinceañera. Oh, it's not a quinceañera, Erica. It was facetious as fuck. At a debutante ball. Like, also, we gotta unnormalize just seeing two pretty people standing next to each other and be like, oh yeah, y'all should get together, because they have not been building. Layla has not been paying Jordan no damn mind. Layla has looked at Jordan like he's the little immature little brother that his ass has been to them as they have been growing up. Like, Layla was not looking at that boy that way in season 2, but y'all keep trying to make fetch happen and cool. But as for me and my house, no. And the way that I have watched season 1 and season 2 down, no, they have not been building, baby. They have not. But you could dream. You could dream, and whatever makes you happy, I promise you, I'm not here to crush nobody's dreams. Thea is the only fourth ship in the community. Oh my God. Are y'all gonna do this to me this season? Like, hold on, we gotta talk. Are y'all really gonna do this to me this season? Y'all gonna take your good sis, your homie, like me, and y'all gonna really just run me through the ringer like this season? Y'all gonna do that? Like, y'all gonna have me fighting for my life in the comment section and like pulling receipts and just stress? Like, that's really what you want from me? I thought y'all loved me. Like, I really just want some clarity. Like, just help me out. Like, that's what y'all really want. Dia is forced. I love y'all so much. Hit the like button if you haven't already and give this live a like. We're going to go ahead and do a poll because I need clarity. And you know, we're having conversations, you know, amongst the community. We as tribe members. So somebody of the tribe has put forth an ideal, and now we need to go ahead and elaborate on it. Okay, go ahead and take the poll, y'all. Do y'all think Damon and Thea is a forced relationship? Please answer the poll. Give this video a like. And while y'all do that, let's get into real quick what Mr. Spencer James got going on this season. Thea is damn forced. Y'all really about to have me out here. Like, All American is one thing, but the fact that y'all want to have me stressed about some damn homecoming too, like, we're supposed to be on the same page. We are family. What is the problem? Take the poll for me, y'all. All American Season 5 premieres next week, and I'm here to give you the what to expect for each of the characters. But in this video, we are going to deep dive into the character of Spencer James and what you can expect from our resident neighborhood superhero in this next season, based on his journey thus far and what we have seen in the trailers. Now, in addition to this, as well as the episode breakdowns and additional content and conversation that we have for free over on ericavane.com. Have you checked ericavane.com today? Linked in the description box down below. I also have the premier Erica Vane TV guides, which are your digital magazines that will provide you with even more insight, conversation, context, and content on each character in the series that you love, as well as the overall stories. So each character's solo EVTV guide will be linked in their video's description box down below. So you know I got Mr. Spencer James magazine linked right down below. Go ahead and get into it. Click that link. Get this additional info, okay? And interested members of the elite level will receive the full guide with all characters of the entire season 5 for free, as a way to say thank you for being phenomenal members at the top level of my membership. But don't worry, because all members, even if you're not at the top level, will still get access to credits that you can redeem for your favorite character's EVTV guide for absolutely free. Because you know I got you, like you got me. And for everyone else, all the subbies, amazing subbies, because y'all are dope too, okay? You can access these digital magazines in the links mentioned in the description box down below for starting at $2.99 per guide, and you can select whichever character is your favorite, or you can go ahead and get them all like Pokemon. But you could also consider joining the membership and getting free access to these EVTV guides and other exclusive content like members only lives. We had one the other day. It was absolutely amazing. I talked so much and it was so much fun. Community posts, inside access to my close friends on IG, custom emojis that you can use in my live chats and in the comment sections on this channel, and so much more. Click the join button down below next to the subscribe button for more info and to sign up. And without further ado, let's talk about Mr. S on his chest, Spencer James, and what we can expect in season 5 of All American. Now, y'all, in this video and as well as in the guide, I am breaking it down into 5 sections, okay? Love, work or school, self-esteem / confidence, look / visual, and drama. And that's how we going to organize this conversation as we deep dive into what we can expect from Spencer James in season 5 in each of these areas. At any point, you can feel free to drop down in the comment section down below and tell me what your predictions are for Mr. Superhero Spencer James in one category, all of the categories, or if you feel like I forgot something, make sure you go ahead and let me know that in the comment section down below. Okay, but let's go ahead and start it off with love. Spencer is currently in a relationship with Olivia. However, the stress from the article, personal decisions, and personality clashes are deeply affecting the couple. Though Spencer has outright communicated that he refuses to release Olivia and cannot fathom them actually going their separate ways, I think that the big thing that's going to come up in his love life is the idea that if you love someone, you let them go. Now, I don't think that this will be a initial thing at the start of the season. However, I do think over the course of the season, we are going to see a separation of Olivia at some point. We are seeing them attempt to persevere through a lot of the personal issues that are getting in the way of their affection to one another. And that's not something that they actually struggle with. They don't struggle sexually. They don't struggle romantically. Right now, they're struggling with personal decisions and personal mindset choices conflicting and causing tension in their separate personal lives. Olivia is choosing to pursue this article, which has started from a takedown piece on NIL, which could potentially have a smaller effect on Spencer and his pockets, to now being a full takedown piece of his head coach of his college, which could be a huge issue for him as well as his whole team and compromise his NCAA opportunities, ultimately affecting his NFL prospects. And Spencer struggles with being the boyfriend that is mature and loving and supportive enough to not want to request their loved one, the person who they are in relationship with, to make any type of adjustments or to change or not do something because it's negatively affecting them, but then also still have to deal with the ramifications of that thing actually affecting them. And though in theory, a lot of people in the comment section have told me countless times, like, this is just a bump in the road, they can go ahead and persevere through it. Sometimes you can, but then also, y'all, a lot of times you can't. And I think a lot of times when we are deciding to continue to fight versus release, and release doesn't have to look like a negative, horrible thing. It could look like just taking a beat, taking a break, separating so that you have space to make a better decision on either side based on a clear head objectivity and not so much about the emotions involved or the consequences involved. When you don't decide to release and you want to fight, a lot of times additional issues pop up and it creates a more heated, contentious space versus actually dealing with the one problem. Now that we're fighting to keep this together and not ignore the problem, but also try to make the problem seem less than what it is, little problems start to pop up as well. And before you know it, you have a sea of drama when you originally started off with a little bitty pond. What I will say though about Spencer in love, if we do see this come to fruition and Olivia separate, I do think that that will usher in an era of Spencer truly spending time solo. Throughout the course of this series, we have seen Spencer in very small moments of singledom, and yes, a whole semester of school I am considering as a small moment after the break that he had with Layla, and then her going off to the rehab facility for her depression and her cutting incident. And then the summer spending time with Olivia, and then coming back to Vegas and then making a decision, and then having a bunch of emotions after professing his love to Olivia, her running away and not returning that affection in that moment, and him immediately deciding to get into a relationship with Layla again. I think that we have really never seen Spencer like in a truly like single place. And when I say single, it's not just single in name, but single in that he's not thinking about anyone. Because even when he entered, or even when we started the series, Spencer on day one immediately saw Layla, wanted Layla. And we got to see that. And then from there, we were introduced into the backstory of him with Kia. And then we're watching these other relationships develop. So I do think that once this Olivia relationship is either put on pause or they break up, I do think that we are going to go through an extended period of Spencer singledom and maybe a hyper focus on football and himself, because a lot of the issues that he has experienced over the course of 4 seasons of All-American have been rooted in his deep desire to save others, focus on others, or fix life for others. And he kind of gets it at times. We have the yoga moments with JJ in season 4. We have a couple of cool father-like conversations from Billy over the course of various seasons, but we don't really get to see a full realization of how Spencer needs to be able to take care of Spencer and be okay with that and let that be enough for him. And I do think that the moment that Olivia decides that they aren't going to be in a romantic relationship anymore, that's when we'll actually get a chance to see that shift for him. Now, I would be remiss if I don't mention the hot tub scene that we get to see in the trailer for season 5, and that is used as a juxtaposition to a lot of the tension filled in a seemingly fight moment that they showed with Spencer and Olivia. So again, I don't believe that we're going to see in season 5, or at least at the start of season 5, them just break up immediately. We are going to get to see Spencer trying. The first episode of All-American this season in the synopsis, and if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and check out my synopsis breakdown video where I talk about all of the things that we are going to see based off of the synopsis. But it mentions that Spencer is trying to get things back on the right track when it comes to him and Olivia, and he is using this Christmas party as a way to do so. So we are going to see moments of them being a couple, them trying to get their relationship, them leaning more into their affection, and those are going to be ways to try to put a band-aid on the bigger issue, or kind of ignore the elephant in the room as they try to persevere through their relationship. However, I am anticipating either a pause or a complete break, just when I think about Olivia's attitude and some of the things that she said towards the end of season 5. So Spencer might not want it, but it's going to be what he actually needs, or actually what they need, and it's going to actually happen. So we're going to see us Olivia break up in season 5. And of course, I will talk more about that in Olivia's What to Expect, because I do believe that once we get to that part of the story for both of these characters, she will be the initiator for this break. Now, when it comes to work and school, we haven't gotten a chance to really see Spencer academically, so I have no predictions for him in that regard. But the start of season 5 will see Spencer's football star continue to rise. They are finishing out their first collegiate football season, and the team is doing really well, which is why this article will rock Spencer's world. With Olivia's Coach Garrett takedown piece, we could see the entire team compromised depending on the allegations she presents in the article. Many people will say, well, Spencer could transfer or come back next year since he's only a freshman, but it's bigger than that. Since Spencer stepped onto a collegiate campus with a full scholarship and a very real NFL dreams, it's important that he performs and the brand that he builds for himself. Having a breakout freshman season where he is the lone player that makes the championship difference could go a long way in positioning Spencer for NFL scouting. Best case, he gets recruited out of his freshman season. Worst case, he is now on the radar of all NFL teams who will closely watch him and maybe even start to court him in his sophomore and junior seasons. Regardless, this breakout year goes a long way in better positioning Spencer for his NFL dreams to come true. Not to mention, the team is doing well and we are approaching bowl season. If whatever Coach Garrett has done or continues to do doesn't cause them to pause or dismantle the team, but simply suspend or fire him as a coach, Spencer will still be greatly affected as his teammates. They heavily depend on Coach Garrett's validation and communication and will no longer play at their best, making it all but impossible for Spencer to get the ball and continue to show himself at his best. I mean, his QB, y'all know, Jordan Baker, ousted himself for the rest of the season after swinging on Wade and knocking him out. So who exactly is going to throw to Spencer? Also, if whatever Coach Garrett has done does compromise the team and its eligibility, that places a bigger strain on everyone. There are no two ways about it. The fallout from this article will be big and it will be bad. And if we look at some of the conversations that showrunner NK has had with other digital publications, she's talking about the ramifications of this article affecting a lot of characters, not just Jordan and Spencer. But let's talk about self-esteem and confidence. While you would think that during your freshman season of collegiate football, you performing amazingly well while surprising everyone with your stellar performance would be a self-esteem and confidence booster, in season 5, I think we will see Spencer struggle deeply with confidence in a way that we have never seen before. I really believe that season 5 Spencer, by way of his self-esteem and confidence, will mirror mid-season or start of season 3 Spencer, where he also struggled a bit with self-esteem, confidence, and his overall identity. And it's very interesting because in season 3, the number one catalyst for this questioning of confidence for Spencer and him not really operating from a great place at the start of that season was grounded in his involvement with Olivia Baker. And I believe she will also be the catalyst in season 5 for Spencer struggling with self-esteem and confidence, because he is showing up fully on the football field, found his footing when it comes to college, and is seemingly on an upswing aside from what's happening in his personal life and his relationship specifically with Olivia. He has shown us on numerous occasions that when they aren't good, he isn't actually good. And when you go back to season 5, we get moments where we get to see Olivia reprimand Spencer because she feels like he questions her. He doesn't value her the same as he sees other people because she comes from this privileged background and she just doesn't get it. And unintentionally, Olivia creates this thing for him that forces him to try to fix something within himself that in all honesty is not broken. It's actually speaking to her lack of confidence and her lack of self-esteem. But again, Spencer's going to try to take that on himself. And I think that this is what we're going to see him struggle with, or at least start to struggle with. And we're going to see a dip in his self-esteem and confidence during what should be a time where he is the most confident after really conquering so many obstacles that have been set up in his way. He got to a college that the head coach didn't actually want him. The assistant coach wanted him. He's struggling to find his footing academically at school. He's living at this beach house trying to afford X, Y, and Z. He's trying to do NIL, but it's not personable and has to brand himself and do social media to be able to get brand deals, but that's not even in his wheelhouse. Like, Spencer has systematically addressed all of his real areas of concern. So with this article and with all the attention that has been coming with it by way of Olivia, I do think that these are going to be little chinks in his armor that force him into a place of questioning things about himself that actually don't need to be addressed, but force him into another like fix it mode and kind of dims his light a little bit. We have seen by way of Spencer falling in love with Olivia and then expressing said love, him relinquishing a ton of power that's tied to his identity and his confidence. And in a lot of ways, we have seen Spencer not feel confident when he was not getting what he wanted or thought that he should in relation to Olivia. And now that they are at odds about this article that she's doing to out Coach Garrett, we are also going to see these similar strains pop up again. The difference, though, will be that Spencer's in unfamiliar territory now that this is happening again. Him being the first-time freshman college football player, him just now making it to the starting lineup, getting on Coach Garrett's good side, and all that jazz that I mentioned before. I don't think self-esteem and confidence are going to be smooth sailing from Mr. James this season. Look and visually, we will see Spencer look just as good as he's been looking in the past seasons. Season 4 ushered in a new hair age for him with this little slightly curl twist thing. Don't know what it's called, but it was given. Okay, he got his little sponge brush that he be doing. He's a college freshman and out on his own, living in the beach house with his bros. So we can only expect him to settle more into his own personal style, feeling a little bit confident in his style, but still having that casual wear that we have grown to know and love on him. He's a college freshman and out on his own, living in the beach house with his bros. We can only expect to see him settle more into his own personal style, feel a little bit confident visually in his casual wear that we know and have grown to love. But we will also see moments of Spencer looking a little visually disheveled with his look, when he's going through very strenuous moments of stress with Olivia as relation to what we mentioned with this article, and that we have seen in the trailer. But if anything, those moments of stress or arguments where we do see some type of visual difference on Spencer this season, I think that those are just really going to be used as visual cues for the audience to know the state of mind that Spencer might be in that moment. But overall, I think that we're going to get a put together, grounded Spencer, who is visually confident this season and continuing to be moisturized and melanated. And we can't complain. Now, last but certainly not least, the drama that we are going to see with Spencer in season 5. And in every single section, I have touched upon it. But the number one thing, of course, is going to be this article in Olivia. As mentioned, most of the drama that we will see Spencer experience in season 5 is probably going to stem from Olivia Baker in this article that is becoming a takedown piece for his head coach. But while this is the largest point of contention, either for the entire season or for the first half of the season, I do think that we're going to see additional drama pop up for Spencer by way of him and his struggle with identity. Up until this point, we have known Spencer to be the superhero within the neighborhood and his friend group, the one that provides effective communication, vulnerable love, and support for those around him. And with him going to college, he's been put in a position where he doesn't actually have to fulfill that role. Spencer in season 4 had an opportunity of doing a better job of showing up for himself. And while he didn't make certain attempts at doing so and choosing to say no and set up boundaries, he did spend a lot of time apologizing for choosing himself, for boundaries that he had created, and apologizing for not showing up in the way that he previously did in the past. And I think that that is part of the drama that we're going to see with Spencer in season 5. He will continue to struggle to release who he knew himself to be and walk into who he's actually becoming and wants to be. Spencer, to succeed in the way that he hopes to with his big NFL dreams, is going to have to at some point figure out how to function as an individual. What does it look like when you don't have anyone to save but yourself? What does it look like when your success is reliant on how you support yourself versus everybody else? How do you handle your feelings and thoughts when you have groomed yourself to think that selflessness is a direct correlation to your value, when the truth is you probably should be seeking out selfish decisions to really up your value at this stage in your life? External drama will definitely come up by way of Spencer's team and the Olivia story, how those two interact. However, there is going to be some internal drama that is going to be big for Spencer as he grapples with certain beliefs, thoughts, and feelings as he continues to grow as a young man. And in all honesty, that is the drama that I am more so looking forward to, because I am really kind of over this whole Olivia article and Spolivia drama arc. We have already gone through the seasons of Spencer and Coop going at it, so I don't think that they're going to have any issues. Layla and Spencer got to a great place by the end of season 4, so they're completely good. Spencer rarely has any issues with patience, so I'm not seeing any that way. Billy Baker should never fix his lips to have any kind of smoke for Spencer ever again after all that we had to deal with in season 4 and season 3 with him. So I don't anticipate Billy having any issues with Spencer. Laura never has any issues with Spencer. So I really do think that the major moments or the major drama for Spencer this season will come in relation to his relationship, this article, his team, and his struggle with who he knew he was versus who he needs to be. And those are my thoughts. That is what I feel like you can expect in season 5 of All American from Spencer James. Now it's your turn. If you haven't done so already, feel free to drop down in the comment section down below and tell me what you're expecting from Spencer James. And also go ahead and check out the EVTV guide with more content and breakdown on all of the things that I mentioned in this video, but going a little bit further into depth with amazing photos as well. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my All American. All right. Sorry about the missing media, y'all. I did not catch that. So I definitely get to fix it before I make that video publish live fully for everyone to see. And sorry for the members who saw that. I didn't even catch any of that beforehand. So that is 100% my bad. But those are my thoughts on Mrs. Spencer James and what we can expect as we enter into season 5. I want to go back really quick and talk about some of the things that were coming up in the chat about Damon and Thea. So I made the point, and I pinned it so I can remember to come back to it. But one of the things that people have to really remember is that Thea is new to the whole social life thing, period, right? Like, she has not had a relationship before. She has not really experienced best friendships before. She has really only known tennis and her affluent life and her family. But even her family feels very much so distant and not necessarily like super close-knit and very achievement driven. So when we saw Thea and Damon first get together and their kisses were a little bit awkward, they didn't land and they weren't giving us all the butterflies that we have seen some of the other characters in the All-American universe give. The thing that I think that most people completely skipped over was the fact that this girl had never been kissed before. This girl had never been in a relationship before. And we don't fully know Damon's story either. We don't know what his relationship history has been. Like, he fine and all and tall and an MLB hopeful, but that don't mean that he was pulling chicks in Chicago. He could have been awkward, and like his mom could have been super overprotective and like not allowing him to get into relationships, not allowing him to develop certain friendships and relationships in that way. So when I took a second and thought about that, I realized like, oh, this is exactly what this would look like, because my first kiss wasn't, I don't think, child. I mean, I wasn't on the outside looking in, but I doubt it was giving all types of notebook steez. Like, if we gonna be honest, did anybody used to practice kissing before they like got into that situation? I remember very vividly in high school, like not wanting to be the one doing the awkward ass kissing when it came time to it. So like, we just got to be real about that. And I think it wasn't normal to see Thea and Damon in that awkward stage at the very beginning, because we were literally given from the jump with pretty much every other teen in the All-American universe. They have been having sex. They have been doing drugs. They have been drinking. They have been doing all of these things that were inappropriate for where they are in life well before. So now we're finally presented with two characters who aren't necessarily as well versed in all this stuff. Everybody want to be like, no, they're not supposed to be together because their chemistry is off and they can't kiss and this, that, and the third. This is what that stage actually looks like. Nobody comes into high school and into college having never done something before and then immediately knowing how to do it. I think that Damon's feelings and connection with Thea is real. I think that he sees a lot of himself in her. And that, to me, is proof enough that they need to give this relationship a chance to actually happen and work out and like for them to feel their way through it. I think that they are one of the most perfectly yoked couples that we have seen since Simone and Jordan. And Simone and Jordan didn't even feel as equally yoked when they first started as Damon and Thea do. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and make that point, because so many people were talking about that and like the lack of chemistry and this and that. And I'm just like, y'all are just way too used to seeing these kids do all of this stuff that I wasn't damn doing. I don't know about what y'all was doing at their ages, but I wasn't damn doing it. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. All right, but let me try to catch up with this chat really quick. Do y'all want me to open a Twitter space or a IG live to be able to, so y'all can say and share? Or are y'all good with typing in your thoughts in the chat? Just let me know. 51% says Damon and Thea. Wait, y'all say they are for... We supposed to be people. Let me find out. I gotta go ahead and get my armor back together, because clearly y'all we supposed to be on the same page. Like, I just don't understand. Like, y'all are really stressing me out right now. I don't like that at all. Hey, Kobe, welcome back in. I don't like that. 50% of y'all said that Damon and Thea are forced. Y'all just want y'all's damn, whatever narrative that y'all have cooked up, y'all just want that to happen. And I am a damn filmmaker, gosh darn it, and a writer, actress, producer. I need more weight to it. I need more than just some cute people kissing on screen. Like, y'all too caught up in the ships for me. Like, y'all are too like, oh, these people look so great together. But then what else? Spencer and Olivia look great together, and they're giving us nothing but menacing. Like, literally, y'all, they're giving us nothing but menacing. So haven't we learned our lesson? It ain't about how these people damn look. Shh. I know, Leah, it is half and half, but I was expecting it to be more than that. Like, I need a majority to be like, no, they are not forced. Like, bruh. I need like 75% at least, so I can know that we was like a strong majority here. Y'all been watching too much Riverdale and One Tree Hill and all the other stuff with all these kids who just been bumping uglies since before time. Like, that's the only thing I can say that probably explain it, because literally everybody's issues with Damon and Thea is that they don't look like what everybody else look like, but they're not supposed to. And I think that's layered, nuanced writing, if you ask me. But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and mind my damn business. I don't know. Maybe if All American is going to become a show that's all about ships and it's only about the cutest young people that we could put together, then by golly, Miss Molly, go for it. If that's what they want to do, go for it. I will stop tuning in because I need to see more than that. Like, I don't have an hour of my time to give for basically like little fan art of like these two people kissing on each other and that's all that happens. Nothing of substance really happens. Or they keep kissing on each other and also wreaking havoc in each other's lives. Like, I'm okay. C says, ever since they made Olivia so toxic, I'm done with Endgame. Yeah, I've already thrown Endgame ideas to the wind. Thrown them to the wind. I'm okay. I will not call another Endgame except for Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder. That's the only Endgame I know. If it ain't them, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Okay? But yeah, no. The like wearing down of Olivia, that did more to me than I even thought that it would. Destination Destiny says, I'm sick of Olivia and Spencer about to be with the other girl that's in the sports. Davita. All American hasn't been given lately, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Damon and Thea are two good looking people, but we don't want to see them kiss. They just don't have the umph. But Angela, they developed the umph, and that's part of the story. Like, the first time that you kissed somebody, you was just knocking socks off and giving Hollywood performances. I really want to know. I'm just saying. Or did the point come across? Because at the end of the day, all that matters with the kiss is so that you know that I love you, or I care about you and you care about me. And that was communicated. Okay? Damon said he don't give a damn if they are in the same school, across the street from each other, or across the damn country. He's in this and he already decided about it. And I don't know why in the hell y'all don't want to listen to him. I'm listening to him. I have already gone astray once before when it came to Damon Sims. You will never see me cross him again. Okay? He already said what he wanted. That's it. That's all. Period, poo. No, the only forced relationship is Jordan and Layla. Yes, both shows aired tonight. Olivia is stressing me out. Yeah, and I'm reclaiming my time and my peace, honestly. I'm reclaiming it because we have a Discord. I don't know how to work the Discord though to like patch it into like the lives. I have to figure that out. I know how to put like the IG lives in and the Twitter spaces in, but I don't know how to do the Discord. But join the Discord. The link, I don't know if the link is in the description box, but I will put it in the description box for the replay. The link for the Discord is in the description box of every other video though. So we do have a Discord channel. I do need to figure that out. You're 100% right. Oh, I want to make a point of, because somebody I saw, I was trying to go back and see, but hey, Keish, welcome in, boo. People were saying that Thea trauma bonded with Damon because he saved her. Y'all, like, we be learning buzzwords for real, or like new language, and then we like latch onto it and like try to apply it to everything, and that is really not that. Just because a traumatic thing happened and he might have saved her from it doesn't mean that that specific bond was then a trauma bond. Because personally, I feel like there were seeds of Damon's interest in Thea way back when he was doing that dang on interview thing, and he started telling her stuff about herself that she didn't even know that he knew, because he had research and he looked like he admired her. Like, and then Thea could have been developing feelings well before that, but just never shown it because she don't know what to do with it, and she don't feel like she wants to be with anybody. She didn't even want no damn friends or a birthday party. So like, I think that people like take certain buzzwords sometimes and again just apply it to things that it really don't even attach to or really belong with. Damon coming to the rescue and saving the day is one thing. Like, yeah, that could be a little bit of a hero moment, and like, oh, that makes me even love you even more because I feel protected by you. But that could happen with like anybody normally, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it can happen with, like, I've had friends like come through for me in public with like overly aggressive guys or just weird creepy guys, and they just create a cone of protection around me because people that I roll with don't play about me. But that don't mean I'm trauma bonded to them, you know? She says, I'm over this whole article drama. I just want it to be over and done with already. And then once it is, I need Nurse Joy, Amara, and everyone else on the stage, and eventually for Olivia. I'm kind of done with Nurse Joy. I'm kind of done with Nurse Joy. I said what I said. Used to love you, babes, but you literally pushed for Olivia to be a sponsor well before the time that she was ready. Like, you are not present right now. Like, you set us up for failure. Like, you hyped us up into thinking that Olivia had a solid rock that was going to keep her grounded. And you, like, yes, helped her, but also put her in a place of being overly confident, which is also how she's able to just... She's just doing all types of now. She needs to be focused on herself, like not everybody else. Girl, what is this? I'm really disappointed in the lack of use of Nurse Joy in season 4. And like, when you even think about how the whole Jen storyline went and the fact that Nurse Joy pushed Olivia into doing it, I'm good. Maybe you didn't know as much as we thought you knew. I want to see Simone's family dynamic more, of her with her baby and her building a relationship with her parents. Like, where's her dad? Yeah, I would like to see her with her dad. I don't know if we're going to see too much of Shay because she gave him up for adoption. Like, it's an open adoption, but she still gave him up for adoption. So I don't know how, like, we'll probably get to see Shay maybe once every season. Hillary says, I liked Olivia and Layla's friendship before it got messy, and even Layla and Simone's. I want more genuine girl friendships where they ride for each other. I'm tired of this fake friendship narrative. Ciao. You and me both, okay? Ooh, I gotta get ready. Olivia stressing me out. Yeah, Destiny, I'm using OBS right now. What do y'all think is the worst ship? Ooh, that's a really great question. Who is the worst ship? You need a poll for that? Y'all want a poll for that? I don't use StreamYard Destiny because it's a little bit more restrictive. It doesn't let me use all of the things that I have. But I'm gonna figure out. I typically put y'all on screen if I do an IG live, but I'm gonna figure out Discord before our next, not before tomorrow, y'all, because I got too much to do. But before next week, so that y'all can come on screen. Trauma bonding is a thing, but y'all can't say everything is a trauma bond just because a traumatic event occurred. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you really look up trauma bonding, it is not a blanket to put on any and everything. That's all I'm saying. Wait, what's not true? Destiny says he liked Thea before she went in the... Yeah, when she went on a date with the... Listen, he was already into her. He was already feeling her. And I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like we give Damon a little bit of too much pretty privilege. And like, because he looked the way that he looked and because he acted the way that he acted in that damn backdoor pilot, I assumed that he was like one of them little arrogant light-skinned yos. It was giving Jordan with some Chicago twist. But maybe he is not that. Maybe he was literally the sheltered dude that did like that. No, like maybe he's the male Thea, y'all. Like for real. And he just happened to know, how to socialize a little bit more simply because baseball is a team sport. And when it comes to tennis, it's a team sport, but you still are competing solo for the most part. So Thea hasn't been pushed to socialize in the same way that Damon would have. But like, what if Damon is like legitimately just relationship wise a Thea? Like, we didn't put too much on that man. Erica, not you firing Nurse Joy. God, she was supposed to hold it down. Like, I was calling for Nurse Joy every 2 seconds, and Mama wasn't answering the phone. She wasn't answering the phone. Like, you either gonna be here or you not. It's Nurse Joy is giving Olivia a sponsor. Like, they literally mirroring each other. Olivia wasn't there for Jen, and Nurse Joy ain't nowhere to be damn found while Olivia's running amok with this damn pen and paper and this laptop. Like, okay, so y'all saying worst ships. Okay, Erica, you're saying Spencer and Olivia is the worst ship. Layla and Asher, never, because how Liv go from it shouldn't be this hard to I don't want to hurt Layla. Spolivia, Toy says Spolivia. Keisha says Jayla. Asher and Olivia from Rainy Day Studios. Jordan and Layla. That's hard. Oh, you're trying to say that Damon and Thea were not trauma bonding. He's already interested. Yeah, exactly. Damn, y'all really don't like Taylor. Jay Tucker, you might be out here fending for yourself. I started saying JR and Nate after JR was all drunk at that card game, and I felt like I was seeing something in the eyes, but JR don't deserve Nate. Y'all already know how I feel about JR. Like, I'm basically ignoring his ass. So the worst ships are Olivia and Asher, Jordan and Layla. Well, a lot of them are so bad. Like, y'all, a lot of them are bad. Most of them are bad. Why do I low-key ship JR and Nate? There was a tiny seed at that card game being placed, but JR is just too immature and selfish for me. He's supposed to be working on it now, but like, I gotta see, because I'm okay on him. Layla and Asher. Damon and Thea will be good now. How he gonna feel when he finds out his girlfriend ain't cool with his best friend Simone? That'll be interesting. How does he juggle these two important women in his life? That will be interesting. I'm praying that Thea don't make him choose. Destiny! Not you talking about it's given just have a drink, Olivia, because the article ain't given. I can't. We don't want her to lose her damn sobriety now. That was some of the most stressful times in Spencer's life. So I feel like, no, we need to keep her sober for nothing else than to make sure that Spencer ass don't go off the side of a cliff with her ass, because season 3, it was very hard watching Spencer like want her so bad, and like, and just lose all his confidence because she wasn't returning his affections initially. Like, it was just too much. It was entirely too much. Damon and Thea ain't gonna last. Thea is just another Layla. Layla's actually popping, so I don't think that that's the diss that you think it is. But go off. Damon is like Olivia, which is also why I don't want Simone to be a thing. The fact that y'all keep saying Damon and Simone gotta happen because it's giving Spencer and Olivia. Do y'all realize that Spencer and Olivia are in the process of crashing and burning? Why would you wish that on anybody else? They are literally in the process of going down in flames. Full stop. I'm good. Simone had enough trauma in that regard. She good. I don't understand why they can't have people be friends. Platonic relationships are a real thing. Period. I just know that if JR and Nate ever became a thing, I'm going to be their number one fan. I'm not going to be their number one fan if I don't feel like JR has grown up enough to be able to bring something to the table for Nate. We would just have to see. JR trying to get Simone. JR is not nowhere near ready for Simone. No, not on any day of the week. The people that need to be together are Olivia, Jordala, Simone, and Damon, Keisha and Cam, Asher and his girlfriend. Well, you might want to tell Olivia that they need to be together because it's given that they don't. It's giving misery. So you might want to go talk to them. Jordala, it's an absolute hell no for me, and Simone and Damon are much better as friends. Did Layla so wrong? I'm provoked. Spencer, did Layla so wrong? Spencer and Olivia gonna make it through this? Y'all, like, the people who are like praying for them to make it through this, I don't think that y'all are really realizing that y'all praying for Spencer to not get tired and to keep taking it, because Olivia's not gonna stop. I don't know if y'all have picked up on this by now. She's 2 seasons in to doing this goofy in season 3, the excuse was that she wasn't sober. Season 4, she was sober. So you really just want Spencer to continue to suffer, all for the sake of this couple staying together because they look good together. They don't even make each other happy right now. But go off. They gonna make it through it. When love started to be too much struggle love, it got to go. Spencer, Simone and Damon are not Spencer and Olivia. Where are y'all getting at? Child, and they are rooting for it. They are literally, that is the number one piece of evidence that they have to be like, this is why Damon has to happen. It's Olivia 2.0. And I'm like, great, another dumpster fire. I did say not even JR his best day. Damon is like Olivia, as in Damon's heart is with Simone, even though he's with Thea. Whether Olivia is going down or not, Spencer loves Olivia. Same with the case with Damon. Angela, do you remember that Spencer wanted Layla to begin with? Like, I can't even have that conversation. You got it. I'm not gonna say that you're right. I will say that you got it. Because that whole cyclical conversation is really kind of exhausting for me. We like to act like Spencer and Layla were never a thing. Spencer never really liked Layla. Like, all of those things never even happened. And it's just like, I can't engage in a conversation that's completely one-sided and ignoring additional facts. It's giving dinner in the toilet. I cannot. Rainy Day Studio says, I'm glad we're finally admitting that Olivia is toxic. Child, I gave her plenty of rope. I gave her plenty of rope to get her shit together, and she refuses. And she's going into season 5 and still refusing. I have had it, honestly. And depending on how long they run with this storyline about this article, I really can feel myself getting to the place where I probably don't even speak on Olivia anymore. Because everything is so redundant. Nothing is changing. It's nothing but menacing. And then it's pulling me into conversations like this of like, Spencer's always loved Olivia, and it was just like, he really did love Layla. Like, y'all, what we're not gonna do is act like he never loved this other girl, and it was never really a thing. Like, there's something happening when it comes to the stand-up around Olivia that like creates a certain level of delusion. And by all means, like, if delusion is what's helping you, you know, get through your life or make your day feel better, cool. But what I'm not going to do is have a fake conversation about something and ignore a whole side of a story just to be able to serve a narrative that is delusional. And that's not to be disrespectful to anybody, but it is delusional. There's certain things that I do pick to be delusional about in my life because that's also something that helps me manifest. But talking about these storylines is not one of them. 1 hour to the premiere on the East Coast. Yes, y'all. We're about to wrap it up here so that y'all can go and get rested, some snacks, all of that kind of stuff. Yes, Destiny, I'm from Baltimore. And I'm actually going to be back in Baltimore next month. I'm trying to figure out, I want to do like some pop-ups and go, like, I'm going to go see Black Panther hella times, and I wanted to like buy tickets for people back at home in Baltimore. So I'll be back there for that. So keep it locked. Everybody who's chatting right now, you have to be subscribed to be able to even post in the chat. But if you are catching this on replay, subscribe to the channel because I will be announcing some stuff like that. If you are in Baltimore on the East Coast, I'm going to be in Baltimore and Detroit a lot, November and December. So look out for me doing different things in my hometown and wanting to connect with some of y'all in real life. Last minute thoughts. What are y'all thoughts on the episodes that we are going to see tonight? Last minute predictions. Drop them in the chat right now and I will read them off. Thank y'all so much for joining me for the pre-show. Y'all some real ones. Not the all aboard this Olivia hate train. I don't want to say I'm on a hate train. I just have been honest about it. And I think for me specifically, because I've been covering this stuff for a while and because I've had to deal with tons of disrespect around speaking honestly and candidly about the couple as well as the characters, it doesn't put me in a place to even have patience for it because I've been disrespected so much about my thoughts around Olivia and Spolivia. So I'm really at the point now where it's like, I'm not arguing with nobody. Cool. If you want to be delusional about it, then cool, be delusional. But once you're ready to have a conversation with me, just know I'm going to speak from a place of facts. Like, I have my opinions and my thoughts and like how I interpret certain things, but then I also have the facts. Like, and I would try my best to be very clear about that. Like, if I just feel something and want something, I'm going to tell y'all that. But if something is like literally laid out or said in the storyline, I'm going to tell y'all that too, you know? So I can differentiate in that way. But a lot of people in the fandom cannot. My thing is why Spencer always got to jump through all these hoops for Olivia, but she doesn't do the same for him. That part. As much as I hate it, he did like her and care about her, but it did not stop him from effing her over. All right, Erica. Two things can be true. Like, he was at a different stage in his life. What I'm saying is like, y'all rushing those things together, but those are literally a whole season apart. It was a whole thing. Like, I don't think that he stood on that rooftop and told her that he was going to wait for her and did it as a lie, but also people change and things shift. And I don't think that the fandom accurately gives its just due to the story that was told. Can't wait for Spencer to wake up. Now that I think about it, the only character development that Olivia has had is becoming sober. We're going to pray for her character development this season. And even that is hanging on by a thread because we're not even a whole year into her being sober and she already has another addiction. I feel like this journalism expose shit is another addiction. Like, she has yet to sit her ass down and focus. Spencer need to stand up. You can't miss the accent for nothing. I turn it on and I turn it off. When I'm comfortable, it comes out a lot more. Okay, Olivia gotta get her together. Yes. Which one y'all watching first? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna be DVRing it, and I'll probably will watch Homecoming first. Oh no, I need to watch All American first because they're crossover tonight, and they're like literally gonna be feeding into each other. God damn it. This was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes. I hope she stays sober. I hope she stays sober too. They're not airing at the same time. They're airing back to back. Ryan, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I need 2 TVs. Destiny, I can't. No late show tonight. So tomorrow I'll come on live to do like the after show, but no late show tonight. I will actually be at Shaniqua's music video release party tonight. So I won't be able to. Well, I'm not gonna be going live after the episodes anyway. It's too late. But no. I'm on a Spencer defense train. That part. It's not a Olivia or Spolivia hate train, but it is a Spencer defense train because we're tired. There will be fireworks in my opinion. I'm ready for that. Can't wait because it'll be fun. Go off. I hope you really, really enjoy these episodes, Kofi. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm on Spencer's side. Why you can't believe it? Spencer has earned it, child. I'm usually not fond of Spencer, but Olivia has been working my nerves since the whole leak in the police tape. Really? So when we go into the next live, you gotta tell me why Spencer irks your nerves. You think Jordan gonna punch Clay? Probably, child, because he gets to swing on everybody and nobody beats his ass. So probably at some point. Not in the first episode though. I used to love Olivia, but I feel like they ruined Olivia's character. Child. I believe in love, so I'm holding out hope that they can work it out. But if not, Spencer, my brother, you're gonna have to let her go. Will he do it? Hell no. It's not good for him. I can't. I remember either Eric or somebody else was saying Olivia used to be the victim and now. Yes. I think that's my biggest struggle with Olivia as a character. Like, you into the series season 1 automatically sympathetic of her. She was a wallflower. She was discarded. She was overlooked. She was ignored. And you couldn't help but feel for her. And like in the matter of a season and a half, she goes from being the number one victim, deserving of everybody's empathy and love, and like overdoing it because she is lacked so much, to like now being the number one antagonist, but not actually being dubbed that. And I low-key hate that the worst, because she's literally not positioned as a villain for anybody, but she's doing the worst menacing. Like, in my opinion, she's wreaked more havoc than Carrie. Loving Coop's growth. Me too. Oh, he irks your nerves because of superhero complex. Yeah, Coop gonna go to school. She gonna get her little law paralegal degree. Olivia was a victim. Olivia 100% was a victim. She was a victim of her family's neglect. She was a victim of Jordan, like going down the list. Every person in her family neglected her, overlooked her. She wasn't loved properly. I don't think Jordan or Olivia have been loved properly in a way that could really better instill what love is for them. I think that whether she realized it or not, she also became a victim in her friendships, because she really allowed herself to fall into this place of like being like basically like a second-class citizen amongst her social circle. She 100% was positioned as a victim at the start of the series. 100%. And they wanted us to feel for her. Like, they wanted us to look at her and be like, why won't y'all love her right? Why won't y'all listen to her? Why won't y'all? And now we know. Now we know. I can't. I would love to see Patience and Layla cross over to Homecoming. Yes. Non-problematic characters can come to Homecoming. Everybody else, stay your ass where you at. Don't come ruining our good time down in Atlanta. All right, y'all. Enjoy the episodes. Tweet me at ericavane.com or tag me in IG stories as you're watching so I know what y'all are thinking. And I will see y'all tomorrow, whether it's in the comment section of my breakdown videos for both episodes or on the after show that will be live. So thank you for joining me. See you in the next one. Thank you, Erica. I'm so glad that you guys enjoy the channel, or you enjoy the channel. Thank you.